Hello everybody, and welcome to the episode of How to Play. This time it is Divinity Dragon Commander, and it's been a while. It's a really long time, really long. Anyway, I am only going to be showing the RTS side because that would probably be the only thing that actually confuses people at first, obviously. So, let's just build a few things. Now, I'm obviously going from one side of the... I'm basically scrolling through the map with the W, A, and D. You can actually do that with this, when you do it like this. But later on, you're going to be a little confused of how everything else works. Now, at the top over here, you can easily see how many recruits I'm getting, my forces, and my enemy forces. Now, over here it says 20, then 944. That's how many that's left you can get and how many you have. And over here, that's my spawn timer for my dragon. Now, seeing as I have over 20, and I can actually bring out my dragon now, oh god, no, don't put it there. Now, let's just put it over here. Now, let's build some more of those. There we go, that's better. Now, seeing as I have, well, I had 20. Let me go. Okay, now I'm back to 20. Alright, I can press R and then summon my dragon. This is actually one of 3 dragons you can pick from. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyway, so in order for me to control both those and my dragon at the same time, you press F2, and at the bottom of your hotbar, it should show like a unit. And it doesn't matter what unit it shows, just a unit. Once you fly to wherever you want to go to, you press Q at a certain point, like anywhere you want to hit Q. So I'm hitting Q there, and everyone's gonna move towards it. See, everyone's moving. Now, I'm firing with the left mouse button. Obviously, I'm boosting with the spacebar or right mouse button, whichever one you want to use. Now, if you just hold left mouse button, you just fire in one shot, and the heat gauge doesn't actually go too far. But if you rapidly hit it, you can easily see that I'm about to overheat, and this stupid thing will not die. Alright, so on my hotbar I have a thing called Acid Breath. I'm going to use it, and it just puts down a debuff on it, which slowly decays its health, which is quite nice. And it gives also a type of variety of what abilities you should use, rather than just spamming your fire breath. Like sometimes you might want to just help out your army and then go to a different place, just to weaken the enemy forces by however many you want to weaken it by. Now, the issue I have with the RTS side of this game isn't the unit production or anything like that. Not like what you would get in normal traditional RTS. No, it is actually... Okay. It is actually the way you have to do it. The only way, and the most effective way to actually win, is through basically just a rush tactic. So you have to basically Zerg swarm your opponents in order to beat it, which I actually don't like. And also, you have to destroy every one of their buildings in their main base just to actually win. And you're noticing that I have a lot of recruits available for me, but it doesn't matter anymore because I've already reduced their force by so much that I don't actually need to create anything new. I can just use my dragon just to defeat them, and then boom. Pretty much my enemy has next to nothing. Apparently he still has something. I'm assuming that's just because they can still build from here. Yeah. And this. Oh yeah, and also these. These also cost recruits. And if you're planning on defending for the majority of the game, those turrets would actually be very useful. But there's actually never a moment when you have to defend. Which is actually a little saddening. See, this eventually gets really boring, because at some point your enemy just cannot do anything, and there's no threat. But it still takes you ages just to destroy something. There we go. 3, 2, 1, and I've won. That is literally how it's done. Also, this graph is new. Never saw it, but it's nice that it's there. But you can easily see that my forces barely diminished by that much. I mean, I probably just got half of my forces left, but when you're going up against a graph like this, it's pretty, you know, pretty pointless. My favorite unit was the trooper. It's because it was the cheapest one. See, it doesn't reward you that much, and then you can see the battle results. I basically lost nothing. Anyway, I will actually show you part of the political side of the game as well, if it will load. There we go. Every time you do one of those sections when you go into battle, you see this. I've already done one of the choices, so the elves and lizards don't like me that much. Die and use commander, thieves plundering your treasure. That's lovely. Alright, so if we go to the throne room.
Commander, I am pleading here today on behalf of a dwarven miner who was cruelly left to his fate by his own kindred. An incident in the mines cost him his leg, and he is too poor to pay for a proper prosthetic one. Henry, your own general, could afford impish machinery, but the dwarves, who easily could as well, will not provide for their stricken fellow. Well, I say they should. Indeed, the state should. We can. So why not do so?
Obviously, most of these things they talk about is actually very similar to real life. It's just in their own little universe. Now, he's obviously saying that I probably have healthcare for everyone. Dwarf, I know for a fact he won't like it, because he hates the fact that he has to spend money. He loves getting money, but spending money he hates that. The undead are similar, but not because of spending money. It's more of if you go into an accident, because they're very religious, a little too religious. So they're basically like, yeah, if you get into an accident, you know, you have to lose your leg. Because the gods say you have to lose your leg. It's like, that's horrible. So if I go with his decision, I'll lose reputation with both them and them. But I was going to do it anyway, just to show you.
The people deserve a kind emperor and a generous one.
Obviously, if I clicked on anyone else before I even chose, they all had their own opinion, and then they have another way of talking. So he is going to be mad, and so is he. The imps don't actually care. They just like building stuff. Yeah, that's really about it in Dragon Commander. I guess I should show you some of the things that I didn't understand when I first started playing the game. Basically, I've already built something. Okay, I'm gonna sell my building and then build another one. Now, over here, you get to choose from Academy, War Factory, Gold Mine, Parliament, Tavern, and Wizard Tower. Obviously, Wizard Tower gives you dragon skills, mercenary cards, strategy. It just varies. Gold Mine seems to be the most useful. Anyway, for the part I'm in, it shows that I can get 2 gold, which shows it. Okay, well I'm in the ocean now, so I can't show. Alright, cool. I can get 2 gold. No research from it. So if I build an academy, I will barely learn anything. I'll barely get any research points, so it's pretty pointless. I went for a tavern because additional 2 gold would barely benefit me, seeing as I'm making 24, so 26 per turn is pretty useless. Alright, so if I right click and then bring up that menu, this is basically saying that I can make things at a 20% discount. Anyway, over here is how many units you can actually make. So you can make 4 of those, and that's the gold cost. Or you can make 4 of these, or 1 of each. Yeah, there we go. 1 of each. and they all display here as these sort of tokens. And then you can see the movement point and the mounds. Basically, I think... Alright, so over here you can see that I have public opinion from each one. Right now this is a map for undead and elves. So these guys have 60% entrenchment, and they also have their capital. If I take their capital, you basically win. If you hold it for an entire turn, uncontested, you win. Let's build another building here. I'm gonna build... I know what I want to build. I'm gonna build a tavern, because that'll be the best choice. I prefer going for taverns than parliaments and wizard towers. It just seems better for me, in all honesty. So 60% entrenchment, and I can see how many units they have. So if I move that there, it shows I have a 2% chance to win. If I move everything there, my chance increases to 32%, which is actually quite bad. That was weird. The game just minimized itself. Anyway, that's all I have for you. That's a very weird a weird way of pronouncing everything. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you like my content, hit like, subscribe, whatever. Hell, even give me a comment. A bad one, even if you feel like that deserves. But at least be, you know, at least tell me what's wrong with it. Anyway, I'll see you guys.